Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today as we take you through the Deep East Texas College and Career Alliance DECCA Dual Credit Parent and Student Information Session. Today, we'll be covering several topics, and if you notice, we have an agenda of items. We want again to welcome you to DECCA. We'll be discussing the mission of the Deep East Texas College and Career Alliance. We'll be taking you through different parts of information that'll describe what dual credit is and the importance of why dual credit is good for the students that are involved in our initiative. We'll talk about the TSI requirements and testing, and we'll define what TSI stands for in just a little bit. And then lastly, you'll also have an opportunity to contact designees at Lamar Institute of Technology and Stephen F. Austin State University, and also have opportunities to ask questions and gather more information from high school counselors. DECCA, or Deep East Texas College and Career Alliance, is comprised of 6 different school districts: Burkeville, Jasper, Kirbyville, Newton, Spurger, and Woodville Independent School Districts. They are in partnership with 2 institutions of higher education, Lamar Institute of Technology and Stephen F. Austin State University, and all of these institutions make up the 3 counties in the Deep East Texas region. You will note that the different logos that you see here are representative of those school districts that I just shared with you. It is the mission of DECCA that the students that are in attendance within 4 years will be able to complete an individual learning path. And along the way, we're hoping with all the support that the students are giving, that they'll be able to graduate with up to 60 hours or an associate's degree towards an opportunity to continue their bachelor's work. Additionally, students will also have an opportunity to earn an institutional award or a level 1 certificate. This is important because it allows our students to not only be college ready, but also opportunity for students to be career ready. So what is dual credit? Dual credit is a form of concurrent enrollment that allows students that are in high school to take certain college courses. And in this respect, the 2 institutions that are in partnership with our school districts, Lamar Institute of Technology and Stephen F. Austin, they allow students to take courses at these institutions of higher ed while they're still in high school. The courses are delivered either face-to-face, which means that the students go to the Jasper Center, and or on platform online, and they'll have an opportunity to meet with their teachers using a different technology platform. Students nowadays are very savvy with technology, and therefore part of the curriculum is also online. Usually the students take 1 course each semester during their freshman and sophomore years, and gradually as they become accustomed to the rigor of the curriculum and learning and teaching, students are allowed to take 2 or more courses each semester during their junior and senior year. Additional high school approval is needed if students register for more than 2 dual credits per term. And please note that grades are posted in high school transcripts and also on a college transcript. And therefore, it's very important that our students take these courses very seriously, because in order to earn both high school and college credit, the student must maintain at least a C or better in order to receive the high school credit. Why is dual credit important? Well, if you notice, there's a lot of benefits. First of all, it saves time and money, and we're talking about families that allow students to take these dual credit courses. The tuition and fees are taken at a reduced rate, and also in regards to saving time, It speeds up the time to college in order for them to complete their degree. Students, while they're in high school, also have an opportunity to experience the college setting. Remember, the responsibilities of a college student are more rigorous. So in essence, right now, while the students are in high school, it gives them an opportunity to start learning to be independent thinkers, critical thinkers, learning how to work in cohorts of colleagues and peers in order to assure that they're successful. And lastly, in regards to the college experience, it also academically advances the students to challenge themselves to do better, and of course, to really start learning what the college experience is all about. We'd also like to note that the students that take dual credit courses, the credits transfer to most Texas public colleges and universities. It's a jump start while they're in high school. And also, if you'll note that private and out-of-state colleges may also accept the dual credit. We always encourage our students in partnership with their high school counselors to make sure that they check the institution of higher education once they finish up all their coursework at DETCCA. In order to take our dual credit courses, Lamar Institute of Technology and Stephen F. Austin works hand in hand with the high school counselors in order to assure that the students have all the necessary requisites and also all the necessary information to make sound decisions as they begin to enroll in dual credit. Some resources that are available for DETCCA students: they have access to college library, equipment, textbooks, and also the media center. And these are resources that are at the higher level. We're talking about college level. It gives students opportunities to do research, to meet with other peers, to work together. It also allows for students to have tutors and mentors that will help them. As I mentioned before, the curriculum is very rigorous and the expectations are very high. Therefore, we allow and make sure and the support systems are in place in the form of tutors and mentors that will help our students. Advisement and guidance is number one. The counselors at the high school and the advisors and/or contact people at the institutions of higher ed play a big part of the dual credit at DETCCA. We need to make sure that these individuals understand that college and high school course taking is very unique, and our counselors and our institutions of higher ed contact people all know the requirements in order to assure that sound advisement and guidance are given to all our students. Who's eligible to apply for dual credit courses? Well, most of all, as I mentioned, the high school counselor or the high school designee. There is some kind of procedures that our students must take, and if you notice, not that they'll need permission and/or approval before they register for dual credit. There are some course prerequisites and placement requirements. One of the biggest one is the Texas Success Initiative that I'll cover in just a little bit. We always want to make it loud and clear to our parents and especially the students that we do consider the maturity and the responsibility level of the students that apply for the dual credit courses. We want to make sure that the students understand that the level of rigor and expectations and the standards are very high. So we always try to make sure and instill in our students that you might not want to participate in these courses if you're struggling with your other current courses. If the students feel overwhelmed and they do not know how to balance, all of the extracurricular and the curricular requirements of dual credit. And also we'd like to note that students are going to be held be responsible for their independent thinking, their independent responsibilities to assure that their college work is done on a proper schedule. And lastly, and this is one of the most important things about dual credit, that once the students are enrolled in these courses, if they fail a course, it will go on a college transcript. Not only the college transcript, but also your high school transcript. And this might have an impact for the eligibility for financial aid and scholarships. So counselors always make sure that when the interview process with our students, when they speak to our students, that they understand that this commitment is a very serious commitment, and that again, we are holding each student to a higher level of expectations. We want our parents to understand that it doesn't matter when the student starts taking college courses and or the age. The federal law ensures the privacy of students. Under the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, or FERPA, LIT and Stephen F. Austin cannot share grades, course schedules, test scores, or any other information with the parents or anyone other than the student. Again, the student has the opportunity to start thinking on their own, be more responsible for their grades, assuring that their schedules are appropriate. And we just wanted to make it very loud and clear to our parents that it's not like high school. Once our students enroll in college courses, only the student has access to their individualized degree plan. Calendar and assignments are going to be crucial in order to assure that the students keep on track of all of their courses that they're taking. They must follow the calendar, but in this respect, the college has a different calendar than the high school. At DETCCA, we try very hard to align the calendars, but sometimes due to activities that happen at the independent school district level, the calendars might be different. However, the students are required to complete the college class assignments even if the high school is on holiday. And assignments must be completed by the assigned deadline. Professors have made it loud and clear that the students that do not turn in their assignments on a timely basis, there are consequences, and at many times they do not allow work to be turned in late. And this does have a consequence of failing the course if their assignments are not turned in on time. Students have a code of conduct, both at the expectations at the high school and also in college. The students are held accountable for all the policies, the rules, and regulations as they're outlined at the college level and also at the high school. So in essence, the students will be receiving 2 different code of conducts in one different handbook. However, they're going to be very descriptive of the consequences. For instance, plagiarism and cheating, they take this very, very serious. Definitions of all of the different requirements will be outlined in the Code of Conduct guidebook. So DETCCA dual credit opportunities, we are taking a lot of the information, and what we have done is put it in a handbook. This handbook is approximately between about 10 pages long, but there are 10 pages of very descriptive information. It tells of the activities that are taking place within DETCCA. It talks about the calendaring, the schedules, grades. It also gives information to the parents in regards to the next steps on how a parent can help their child. And also, it gives a lot of crucial information from our counselors. For instance, information about courses, the degree plans, the pathways that they'll be taking. And on the right-hand side of this slide, you notice that students will also be involved in different events. And in order to do that, there will be some transportation, they'll have field trips and learning tours to colleges and universities. And this handbook will explain all of the different signatures, of course, after the parents read them thoroughly in order for the students to participate. We encourage all of the parents to please take special note of different areas. And once school begins next fall, we will also be covering all of these requirements with the students in order for them to share this information with our parents. The CTE pathway certifications, during the fall, the students will also have opportunities. These 5 different pathways, cybersecurity, auto technology, nurses aid, welding, and criminal justice. These are pathways that, the ones with the asterisk, we're trying to recommend that these pathways begin in 10th or 11th grade. And in order for the students to complete their certification by high school graduation, a lot of this information will be shared in detail with the students. These courses, and especially the ones that have the asterisk on them, there is a test, an assessment. It's called the Texas Success Initiative Assessment. It's a college readiness course. And what the results tell us when the students take this test is that the students are prepared academically to take the rigorous college courses. Counselors will be on hand to explain the degree plans, both on the college and on the high school side. And if you notice the different courses that are listed here, all of these courses are what we call core complete, or courses that will lead towards an associate's degree. In the fall, again, as I mentioned, counselors will be meeting with all of the students to assure that they have the proper degree plan and that they understand the career pathways also that will be available. We will have a checklist for enrollment. We want to thank LIT and Stephen F. Austin. They've already put together some videos, not only for parents, but for students and others. And this is a link that is available right now, especially for our parents in regards to the dual credit program at Stephen F. Austin. And also LIT has put together a video on Apply Texas. And this is an application that students must fill out in order to apply to take dual credit courses at DETCCA. This checklist will also be part of the counseling and guidance that the students will receive in the fall. But meanwhile, we will be posting these links of the videos on the respective ISD websites so that parents can have an opportunity to visit these websites and get a little bit more information. We want to thank you for joining us today. It was a very quick snapshot of what dual credit classes are at DETCCA. We're very fortunate that we've had our first cohort that have already taken courses at DETCCA in this school year. And we feel very confident from all of the lessons learned that the new cohort of students that will be joining us in the fall are in for a special treat. If you have more information, please contact the Director of Dual Credit at Lamar Institute of Technology and or the Dual Credit Coordinator at Stephen F. Austin. Their contact information is here, email, and their office numbers. And to close up our session today, we'd also like to invite you to please join please call the high school counselors should you need additional information. We look forward to receiving your child, the high school students that are coming up. We look forward to meeting them. We look forward to a very rewarding new school year. Thank you.